Lock it in, lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in. Are you ready to be entertained, educated? A little stimulation for your brain. Lock it in. Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to laugh? Are you ready to love? Then lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, lock it in. It's the Joe Lockett Show.
It's 3 minutes after that. We lock into your favorite eating right. It's your boy Joe Lockett on the digital airways of the Joe Lockett Show. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, X, Spotify. How y'all doing, man? We got a great show lined up for you today. We got the team in the house. And also, y'all been hearing her voice. Y'all been seeing some of her work. But now y'all actually get to see her. She's in the building.
What's up, y'all?
The beautiful Nneka. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
You know, aren't you glad we fired nephew?
Oh, we kind of miss him right now.
Huh?
We kind of miss him right now. We're kind of a duo.
You know, yeah, but I don't know why we don't miss him. He don't want to show up, so he's been fired from the show. So now there's Nneka and there's no more nephew, y'all. Y'all know I'm joking, right? Actually, nephew is out on location, but he will be joining the show via the internet. So if you guys want to see nephew, you will hear him. But if you want to see him, you guys can tune into our stream that's going on Facebook and YouTube and X. He will be right there. Actually, I think he should be in studio right now. Nephew, yeah, bring him on in. And I think you should be able to. I don't know if he's bringing us in, so you should be able to click on us. No, go to where you see that, right? We should be.
I already got
it. He should be doing that on. Okay, he doing it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, because you're not showing up on this side over here that we're on that we're in studio.
Yeah, I know. I ain't got a camera for you.
No, we're not. No, our camera's not on in studio over here.
Yeah, so I know you won't be able to see me because I don't have a camera.
No, we can't see us.
You're talking about us.
We can't see us.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we can't see us, sir. So we don't know. Are we on, or what we're looking at? We have no idea.
We're having some technical difficulties.
Oh, that's crazy.
What's going on, y'all? Well, that's why I got y'all over there, producer. I'm gonna let y'all work that out.
Okay.
I can see everything, so it's fine.
Okay.
It's
okay.
Fine.
All right. So
I guess it's because you're on that we can't see ourselves.
Yeah, I guess because he's controlling it from over there, so it's only gonna show in studio once. So don't worry about it. Nephew said he got it, so we good. All right, guys. So Nneka, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Welcome to this. Welcome to this. This is your second time being on the show, but it's the first time people seen you.
Yeah.
Right. So if you guys look at it, like I said, if you want to see what Nneka looks like, she's beautiful. She's actually 24 years old.
Oh,
we got a great show.
Younging.
And we got a great show lined up for you. Nephew's in the building. Also, Denise will not be here today, but she'll probably be here tomorrow. Let's say hello to some folks out there. And also, man, thank y'all for chiming in to the Keith and Joe show this morning. We had a lot of participation. We got a lot of people talking about, we actually talked a little bit about politics. Then we got a lot of people commenting on the show today. So thank you guys. And also, if you guys want to be a part of the Keisha and Joe show, we're looking for a Trump supporter and a Vice President Kamala Harris supporter. And we would like to bring you guys on our show and have a conversation, not a debate, but a conversation about why you are voting for the candidate that you're voting for. If that's something that you seem that you're interested in, you can inbox us in any one of our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. Be the quickest way to inbox us there. You need to live in Birmingham, Alabama, because we do want to have you in studio. Okay, so we do want to have you in studio. So we are looking for a Trump supporter and a Vice President Kamala Harris supporter to come on our show. Hey, Lady J, how you doing? Mary, Mac, what's going on, big dog? Rachel, how you doing, baby? Everything good? I am Brandon. How you doing? She is Ooh, I guess she's the bomb. What's up, Deanna? What's up, James? What's up, Queen K? What's up, Nikki, Harriet? ATL KJ is Chose. What's up, Crunch? Thanks everybody for locking into the show. And I got all these folks in here. Nobody has hit the like button. You know, y'all need to tap on the button. Y'all know what TikTok is, man. Tap, 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 tap. Hit the tap button. Let's go. All right. So, Nneka, how you been doing?
I feel like I've been wasting my summer away, low key.
Really? Why is that?
The summer heat is just a little bit too much on me right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I-
I mean, I've been doing my artwork. Don't get me wrong. I stay busy. But
Okay.
You know,
So you do artwork?
yeah.
What kind of artwork do you do?
Right now I make rugs.
Okay.
Very into the home design type
Okay.
of stuff. I'm going more into furniture
Okay.
this year. I'm excited about that.
Okay.
Yeah. I go to UAB, so I am excited to start school again in August so
Okay.
I can get it over with.
Okay. Nephew, how you doing today, man?
I feel like
Nephew?
crap. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can now. How you doing, nephew? You said you feel like crap, but you got a cold or something?
Oh yeah, it's terrible. I don't even know if you can hear how I sound on this end.
Yeah,
I'm
we
finna-
hear you. We barely hear you, but we do hear you.
Oh wow, really?
Are we
I'm
going to do entertainment news? Are we going to do entertainment news today, or are we going to hold off on it?
We got some news to get into. I got some news still.
All right. So, y'all, today on the show, we're going to talk about why. Here's the show today, Nneka. Here we go. We about to get into this today. Y'all gonna be mad as hell at your boy, but it's your boy Joe Lock, and you know how I do it, man. Even though Denise ain't here, Nneka's here, and she thinks she can hold the microphone with me. So we're gonna see how good you're. We're gonna see how good you is on the microphone, Nneka. But let's talk about this today on the show. The main topic going to be is why didn't he? Yeah, why did he marry your ass? Oh, what we talking about today. Why didn't he marry you? Y'all know that dude that was with you for a long time, but he never got on one knee. But then when he got with somebody else, he got on that knee kind of quickly. Oh, we gonna talk about that today. Because one of my friends got on my damn nerve when she had the nerve, the audacity, the unmitigated gall to come to me and want to ask me the dumbass question like, why didn't he marry me? So we're gonna be talking about that right here on the Joe Lockett Show. Also on the show, we're gonna be talking about another topic that if we get a chance to get to it, I want to talk about with Nneka and nephew also. Why people treat you so bad? Because people always like, why do he treat me or why she treat me like that? Well, we're gonna talk about that. I have some answers for you of why people are bad people. We're gonna talk about this right here on the Joe Lockett Show. But y'all know how we do it, man, on a Hump Day Wednesday with 10 minutes after the hour, right here on your favorite evening ride. We got Cliffside News coming to you. He's coming to you from location. Nephew, do your thing, baby.
So we'll go on with our live entertainment. Without further ado, here they are.
It's cliffhangers.
Love it. I just love it.
Alrighty. First things first, let me make sure I'm testing good. Testing 1, 2, 3.
We hear you, sir.
You hear me? Great. That is
We hear
great.
you. Yeah, we hear you.
Alrighty. First things first. Have you guys heard about the footage that leaked out from the body cam footage of the lady that was in her house?
Miss Massey?
Yes, Miss Massey. I don't.
Yes.
May her soul rest
Yeah.
in peace.
Yes. Yes, I did. We did hear about that,
disheartening.
and I did see the footage.
Alrighty. Few famous folks have been coming out in support of, and
Uh-huh.
I made a few comments. I know Tia, sister, she definitely did, saying when is this going to stop? I know I've seen other folks, especially in media, been commenting about this. I did want to make sure this was mentioned. I know this happened while I've been out, and over the weekend. Honestly, I wish I mentioned it on Monday, but like I said, condolences to her family and rest in peace, Miss Massey, over something that was completely unnecessary. Want to make sure that is put out. But yeah, Miss Tia, she did go into her own soliloquy of it. I'll let you guys do your own research about that on your own, but it was heartfelt. However you might view it, I just appreciate the fact that somebody is giving light to it. I don't want this to be something that gets took under the rug or made the norm. So anybody that's going to speak about it, I am 100% on with anyone. I know when I saw it myself, I honestly I had to bring myself to see it because I was like, I don't want to see no more of this. And when I did see it, man, it really broke my heart because I saw my own mom when I saw all of that.
Mhm.
And from seeing it, I know me personally, it would have been up for everybody walking.
Yeah.
So, like I said, condolences to her family. You guys got anything input on that before I move on?
NECA?
Yeah. The cop has been arrested, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's a great thing because it was just so strange seeing all the other cops look at him like he's completely wrong because I haven't seen that before, but the whole situation just rubbed me completely the wrong way. Like more than these other cases, is not like he's clearly in the wrong.
Right.
Because she didn't have anything even worth being frightened for.
Right.
And then for him to shoot after the word she said. Yeah. But rest in peace, Desanya. And I really pray for her family because they have to be very strong throughout this because it's I really hope it brings change for once.
If you guys are just liking it right now, it's your favorite evening digital ride, the Joe Like a Show. We're talking about the Sandra Massey case. I know a lot of people have seen it. We haven't talked about it yet. Nephew has brought it up in Cliffside News, and so all of us are giving, of course, condolences to the family. It's what we do. Everybody has said that. You have celebrities speaking out on it. You have Ben Crump out there doing his thing. This is what I want to say, y'all. I've been doing this for over now, going on 11 years, right? And I've seen this happen on numerous occasions. From George Floyd to the guy that went in and shut up the church in South Carolina, and so on and so on. And what we always say in these moments, America, that we hope that things are going to change. We hope things are going to get better, right? And when you look at the footage, you're going to see what you see. Now it's up to you, the type of person you are, on what the conclusion that you come to, okay? But the conclusion I come to, the cop was 100% wrong, right? He unalived that woman for no reason. Here's the thing that I hope people see the difference in America in some people and some policemen, right? That no matter what, you saw what he did, you saw how he felt, you saw the words that he used after he did what he did. And he left that woman there and said, it's too late, whatever, and you heard the words, right?
He doubled down. He called her a crazy B word afterwards.
Yeah.
He like not only tripled down, he doubled down on it.
So this is what I tell people, right? When people say that this kind of stuff don't exist, when it comes from certain policemen, it does. Certain people that comes to your house or certain people that see us still don't like Joe Like It because I'm black. I'm going to get treated a different way from certain people because I'm black or because I'm in a certain in a certain neighborhood. These things really do happen. This is not the indictment on the whole police force, all policemen, but you still have those folks that are waiting for you to make one mistake. And if you see how he went outside and started to justify, I'm not going to let somebody pour hot water on me. That's what he said. I'm not going to let somebody pour hot water on me. Right? That should tell you a lot about this country. That should tell you a lot about people and how people feel about us. And this is why, as a black man, right, or a black woman, we say we have to work extra hard. We have to be extra careful with our words. We have to make sure we say the right thing. I'm not going to get into the details of this. All I'm going to say is, if you watch the video, this is what we have to go through on a daily basis. Every single day because we're black in America. Now, are there good people in this country? Yes. But we're not worried about them. We're worried about the people that's looking for an excuse. And just think if there was no body cam footage there. What he was saying, everybody would have taken his word because he's the policeman.
Exactly.
Because of the body cam footage, there is no denying that you unalived that woman for no reason, for some boiling hot water.
I was also aware from the family members that
Uh-huh.
they didn't want to say that he shot her. Like
Yeah.
the police department, they didn't want to say that.
Yeah,
They
but
were trying to twist the story every which way.
that is what this is. So again,
insane.
we can rat and rave about this, but you know, at some point, right? You know, this goes to the fraternity of policemen. If you know you have these type people among you, you have to get rid of them. I'm not going to
Yeah.
indict the police department, but you do have these folks that are trigger happy, who don't give two flying shits about me if you know they have the opportunity to unload on me and justify, even though I did nothing wrong. Now, again, I'm not saying this about every policeman, but you have people within different municipalities around this country that feel that way. Are they racist or they anything? I don't know. I'm not saying that is. I just know there are people who are trigger happy and who would take any excuse to pull the trigger on you and try to and do their best to get away with it in this country. So just go ahead.
Yeah, so I was saying, moving forward from this, I think it's really the words that her last words that really stuck to me and really broke my heart,
Uh-huh.
because they were saying that those words triggered him, saying Jesus's name triggered him, right? And this country is so proudly Christian.
Mhm.
But is this moving them, the Christians, like it should be? Because
No.
I think it really should. The police are, quote unquote, protecting us under God. And for them to do that.
For him to do that.
For him, yes, for him to do that.
I want to make sure when we talk about that, we're talking about him and not the
Him
fraternity.
and cases
Yeah.
of them killing people for no reason.
Right.
Is that under God? Do they really keep up with what they say? We need to do that moving forward.
I
The
believe
police force needs to strictly enforce that.
police force need to clean up their house.
Yeah.
They need to clean up their house. You know who your hotheads are, right? You know the people who have a dislike for whatever that may be. You know, I'm not going to get that. That's not what this show is about, right? But all the thing I'm saying is I'm glad we're talking about it. I'm not going to make this whole show about this, but it's something that we need to, the police chiefs in different municipalities around this country, they need to have a serious conversation, and they need to clean up the police force, and they need to give these trigger happy, non people loving policemen off the streets. They don't need to be on the streets immediately, right?
ASAP.
Because this cannot continue to happen, because again, a woman is dead for no reason. I mean, unalive for no reason. All right, well, let's move on, nephew. Go ahead. What else you got, big dog?
Next up on the list, just had to mention this because you did talk about this not too long ago, and
Okay.
I do find it kind of funny that that's now going to be a complaint. The Trump administration, they filed a complaint against Kamala Harris saying that she's trying to take the funds that Biden had for the election. She's trying to take those funds. So they're making a complaint. They filed
They're
a
reaching.
complaint.
It sounds like a reach to me.
Yeah, they're saying she's trying to take on $91.5 million onto what she's already accumulated. And they went on ahead and filed a complaint
Why are
trying
they
to get.
pocket watching?
Yeah, they're like, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and nip this in the bud. We don't know where she raising all this money from. She could be getting this under the table. Yada yada
Okay.
yada.
So, nephew, let me explain to everybody.
And I found it. That's why I brought it up, because I was like,
Yeah.
you literally just talked about this.
Yes. So, under campaign laws, right, the money was given to the Biden-Harris campaign, right? Biden stepped down, but this is still the Biden-Harris campaign. So she still can tap into those funds because it's still the Biden-Harris campaign. Right now, this is why it was very important for her to become the nominee of the Democratic Party. What they're trying to say is it is no longer the Biden and Harris campaign, because she's going to have somebody else. It's going to be Harris and somebody else's campaign. But she was part of that campaign with Biden. And according to rules, right, that as long as the person that's on there, she can use those funds. The new person coming in, I'm not for sure. They may not be able to use those funds, but she can use those funds to promote herself, which is her campaign. Yeah. Because you're not promoting the vice president. When you're promoting who? The president of the United States. But what they're trying to say that this is not the Biden-Harris campaign, but she was part of that. So she has every right by campaign law to use those funds. And let me just say this to the Trump organization. Y'all are not sneaky, because if Trump was in the same thing and he dropped his VP and his VP came in and Trump wanted him to win, y'all would have did the exact same thing. So stop it. Again, like I said, when it's against you and they're outraising you, right? You're looking crazy. When you're making a bunch of money, you're gloating and you're saying what you got to go say. Again, I'm not taking a side. I'm just keeping it fair, okay? At the end of the day, when Biden wasn't making no money, what they were saying, we outraised him. Sleepy Joe can't do sleepy. Carmela came in and busted your ass in 24 hours and raised $81 million. So now you are worried that her marketing is going to be way stronger than yours, and she's going to be able to run with the money because she got a new flow of cash. Plus, she got the war chest. So you don't want her to get that war chest, and y'all saying that's unfair. Good luck with that.
Yeah, they're definitely reaching.
Good luck with that. Trump, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But by campaign law, right? You know, they should be able to tap, and she should be able to tap into those funds. All right, good nephew, go ahead.
Alrighty, last up on the docket, your man Tyler Perry. He is talking back to us critics. Stop for telling him to stop telling his type of stories. He said that I know for a fact that what I'm doing is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. He was on the Keke Palmer show. Not shout out to Keke Palmer and her podcast, but he was telling them, "Hey man, I know y'all mad at what I keep on dropping out and what I do or whatever, but these are stories that I feel like should be told." And he was talking back to the critics saying, "Hey man, y'all got a lot of other stuff you could be critical of than just talking about what I'm doing." So, hey man, I remember you went off on a tangent about that too, especially when it came down to DC. So, what's your input on that? What's your, I know you finna echo him loud.
You know, I'm with Tyler Perry, man. You know, people make movies that they think the story need to be told. And as I said, you know, me and nephew got into a heated debate, Nick, about this, but very rarely do you hear us complaining for a long period of time and tearing apart movies of other people. But for us, when Tyler Perry does something we don't like and he don't meet the standard that we think he should meet, right, we find a way to criticize and tear him down. And my only beef with this is one thing, right? If we tear him down, what else do we have? We have nothing else to go to.
Are you talking about like directors?
No, I'm talking about the movie script, the scenes that he does, the theme that he's doing, the costumes. Okay. A lot of people.
I understand the criticism 100%.
Okay.
We don't need to keep seeing these movies of Black people getting hurt. I think his diography, whatever it's called, whenever you have all these movies, that's all of his like catalog. Yeah, that's his catalog. Mm-hmm. We can see something new from him for once.
No, we can't.
We can't.
No, we can't.
There's a possibility.
No, I'm gonna tell you why.
Open that door.
No. I'm gonna tell y'all why. What do Black people go watch? Y'all don't watch. We're not. The masses is not
the platform.
But what I'm saying is the masses is not going to watch feel good movies from Tyler Perry. You either watching, Madea and all the stuff that he does, and he does do those movies. So he has a catalog, and it's just not what some people try to say. This is the only kind of movies you make. That's not true. His catalog is diverse. If you don't like when he put out the story to tell the story of what happens in neighborhood, the reason why his movies succeed, let me say this, is because we can relate to him. Yeah. Right? It's because we can relate to him. That's why people watch the movie. If you don't like this, right? And I tell Black people this, if you don't like his movie, your ass go make a movie that you think that people are going to watch and put your money up.
I agree.
You know what I mean? If you really this, because I remember when Spike Lee came out and people were saying the same thing of Spike Lee. I'm tired of seeing him have people walking in there and you go make a movie. John Sinkinen, they said the same thing, right? They're always doing stuff about HBs. Listen, people do movies that they get green lighted for. Okay, get green lighted for distribution.
That's a part of the industry, true. Yeah, the industry too. Because I heard a lot of Spike Lee's movies they wouldn't get greenlit.
Would not
because
get
of the
green
toxic-
lighted,
Yeah.
right?
So I mean, I understand both sides, Tyler Perry and the critics. So I don't watch a lot of Tyler Perry
Well,
movies.
I'm just sick and tired of people criticizing what we have. I understand you're entitled to your opinion, fine, but to denigrate this man and drag his movies across social media constantly, right? To me, it's like, what else are we gonna do? And I wish people, when he do really good, why don't we give him the same dragging
Yeah, that's
when he does something really well, right?
Yeah.
Because what people do now is, well, I'm happy that he's paying our actors and actresses what they deserve, but can you just leave the butt out and say you're happy for what the man did?
Now, I will say this, Joe, for the movies that he did get a lot of good acclaim for, they all sound similar. I'm only going through his most
Yes,
popular
that's similar.
work.
That's what works.
Hold on, but I'm only going through his most popular work.
Okay.
The Color Girls was ranked very highly.
Okay.
He did help direct for Precious.
Uh-huh.
I know Daddy's Little Girls and his Medea movies are all ranked very highly. Next up to that will probably be the Temptations movies and Why Did I Get Married? Most of these are about the same. That was ranked very highly, and as far as critic wise, at least from our people, they love those movies.
Yes.
Now you can go to some of his lesser work, which would be around the same type of stuff. I know he got his TV series. Shout out to that, Sisters, where he is dropping off bits and little pieces of something new. But usually, most of his stuff is, if it's not Medea with him in it, with Raging Black Woman for the theme, it is something more destructive or toxic with the relationship.
No,
and
but
if we're talking about range, he does not do any other type of movies also.
That's not, but okay. Didn't he have a series dealing with the White House called Green something?
No.
Yes.
I mean, I think
I'm looking through his discography now, Joe.
Okay, but he had something called Green something where I think it was dealing with the church. It was some kind of series that he had. Green, I don't remember what it was. Okay, but I'm gonna say this: when you look at the director and when they're telling their stories, Tyler Perry is telling stories from what he done been through. The Oval, that is the Oval. Yeah, he had that movie called The Oval. I mean, the series called The Oval. He is diverse, but you look at Tyler Perry's background. That's what we're gonna be talking about on the show today, right? You look at Tyler Perry's background. He came from a broken home. He tells stories from what he saw growing up. Now, should he get other writers in and do other things? Maybe that's what he need to do, because that's what people say. We're tired of seeing the same stuff from you. But since he created Tyler Perry Studios and he does the movies, it's going to be when he wants to. You're not going to tell Steven Spielberg not to create the movies that he create. Go ahead, Nika.
That's true, but like, he's a new man now, right? In the industry. Why can't he make movies about people he knows now? Because
because again, that's what he wants to do.
Okay.
It's his money and he's telling the stories. And until he feels he needs to change it, he won't.
I keep seeing these like scenes from that Spike Lee movie, Bamboozled. You've seen that, right? Or okay. Well, it's basically about the same thing. Tyler Perry is in a movie industry, and they basically control what people watch.
Okay.
At the end of it, they have people like basically huge fan of a minstrel show. I see correlation.
Okay, so I hear what you're saying. I'm going to disagree, not because I'm a Tyler Perry fan. When people look at these movies and when you watch movies on TV, most feel-good movies, or what they're saying, do more positive movies, right? Most black people, I don't think, are going to go to see those movies. People like to go see crash, burn, war.
If we are asking for it, we are going to see it, right? We're going to give it a try.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I've had people.
I think the younger generations are willing.
Okay,
to give
so
people a
besides a Marvel movie,
yeah,
that's a Marvel movie. That's a Marvel movie, right?
Yeah.
Name movies that any other director that made for black people that we went to go see.
I'm not a huge movie person, but I can definitely tell you if Tyler Perry made a movie that's like different than what he usually makes, we're going to go see it.
Go ahead, nephew. Give me a movie, because nephew watched a lot of movies. Give me a movie that's not dealing with Tyler Perry that other directors has made, right, for black people that we made number one.
For black people,
I know it's not derogatory or negative.
I know a dude that was a black role, and he
no black movie with black actors in it that had black actors in it that was positive for the black people that anybody made that we made a number one box seller. I ain't talking about Will Smith. I ain't talking about Denzel. No, I'm talking about a black movie with all black actors in it that became the number one movie box office blockbuster from any director.
Are We There Yet? By Ice Cube.
That was the number one movie.
He made 3 movies off of it.
Okay, and someone said someone said Black Panther. I think Black Panther was a good one.
But that was Marvel. But that's a Marvel movie.
That's a Marvel movie.
Our problem is that we also don't have enough black directors that are getting in the limelight. Like Tyler Perry could really set up other directors like that.
But another director,
he can like get somebody else on the job, right?
But see,
he has to know other directors.
I just mentioned a director that nobody really mentions, and that was Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. Now, Ice Cube was a good director. Ice Cube was really good. I love it.
More though.
Yeah.
But you know what Ice Cube does, which he would admit to, because if I'm not mistaken, he had a few interviews where he was
that's a good one.
Saying that he makes similar types of movies, which is why he doesn't drop as frequently. He says he knows his genre, he knows his lane, so he has to splash different pieces or different variations of what he got, which is why you would get a movie with him and Kevin Hart where he did a trilogy of, or a duet series of. You'll get stuff like the Friday here and there, or you know what I mean, the sequel or the series of Friday, or you'll get the family oriented stuff with black folks as all leads. With Why Did I Get There? Are We There Yet? Are We Done Yet? And stuff like that. He gives you different flavors of what he's able to only provide. When we see stuff like this from TP, we're like, yo, we kind of rank you among the highest of the high, and you're not at the same level you were when you were coming in. We know the talent that's there. Shoot, we shouldn't have to get stuff from like a and shout out to him, the Key and Peele dude. You know, he makes that little scary movie stuff. We like, yo, if you was to make a scary movie stuff, you would warp him. If you were to get outside of your comfort zone, and it's only bits and pieces where he did it, but he didn't put a lot of effort into.
And let me say this though. Okay, so everybody that we mentioned, nephew and Neko, right? Everybody that we mentioned, they got green lighted and funded. Tyler Perry funds everything. Tyler Perry funds his studio. See, Steven Spielberg goes to Hollywood. Hollywood gives him a budget. He does, so he writes a film that, you know what I'm saying? Tyler Perry Studios is TP. Tyler Perry pays everybody out of his pocket. So his money comes back after everything, right? So when people say hire this and hire that and do that, I'm not taking up for the man. But there is going to be a fall off when it comes to budget. When it comes to the big movies y'all see with the Black Panthers and all this other stuff, everybody have said, even they worked on these movies, they got paid the most when they worked with Tyler Perry. Okay. When y'all look at the other movies, they got a high production, but everybody didn't get paid a lot of money. It's only so much money. If I spend $1 million, I want to make 2 or 3 million. I got to pay people. I can't pay you millions of dollars if I'm funding the whole thing. And you know what I'm saying? And the only thing I'm doing is giving out distribution, right? So the money got to come from somewhere. at the end of the day. TP funds his own stuff. That's his studio. Everything that runs comes out of TP pocket. When these other directors go to Hollywood, they're green lighted. Ice Cube and everybody else is green lighted with their budget. And they use that budget how they see fit. And whatever that budget is, it got to go more into production first. You pay your top actors, and then it goes down from there. Because Tyler Perry controls everything, he owns everything, right? It goes under his budget. And I'm not taking up for him, but I'm just saying when it comes down to the business part of it, he made his business on knowing how to be able to make money, keep going, and pay people, which means probably a lower production on some things. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I think that is what, and Cat Williams, like you said, Cat Williams does the exact same thing. It may not be exactly, what you want, because when you're funding everything and there's no green lights for you, you got to cut somewhere. And people say, well, you need to cut here. Okay, well, Tawashi P. Henson, she ain't going to get to 2 or 3 million. She's going to get 1.5 or she's going to get 800,000.
I get that all day. But for me, that also speaks to the level of freedom that you have because you're paying for everything. You don't have to. Tyler Perry, what we love from him is that he would incorporate name brands with folks you haven't really heard from. And he would make talent. He has plenty of folks when he was coming up through his plays and stuff that would make great talent, that would make great actors. You know what I mean? They're not just playwrights. And shout out to Cheryl Pepsi. He bona fide made her a talent to where she's working off of not just him, but on other things.
Right.
There's people that he can use without having to demand that much money to where he can still recoup on another end and give.
But nephew, okay, if you spending, okay, let me say this to you, nephew.
I'm only assuming, you know what I mean, because he does.
I understand what you're saying, but okay, so at the top of the bill, if you got what her name, Shirley Pepsi.
Cheryl Pepsi.
What's her name? What? If her name is Shirley Pepsi is at the top of the bill, she's the star of this movie, right?
No. Now I'm not saying for the main actor something like that, but I'm saying for work as far as making actors. I get you're gonna have to need your main talent and what you're going to mainly have for a draw in. I'm not ignorant to it. He gonna bring in who he brings in. I'm saying for other talent to help support, for other talent to build with. You know what I mean? You have made people to where you have plenty of folks you could do that for. You know what I mean?
I would say this to people, right? Me being in business, there are a lot of people who would say, well, Joe, if you did this, if you did that right, your show would be better. If you went over here and you did this right and you're doing this here, why don't you talk about this? Joe, why did you talk about this on your show? Well, Joe, why you didn't say this? When did you put in on this? Right? I do what I think is best, and I do what I try to do what I think is going to get the most views and the best bang out of my buck or what I'm spending my money on, right? So I'm going to say this. Tyler Perry is a businessman, a director, right? And a boss. He spends his money and tells the stories of what he thinks is going to make his money or his ROI returns. When he decides that, okay, I need to pull myself out of something that I don't do and get comfortable with that, that's going to be totally up to him. But again, when you get a writer to come in and write blockbuster movies, what Tyler Perry would like is complete control. He can say and do what he wants to, and he don't have to keep breaking people off on residuals because he understands the power of control. Now, that may be his demise, but that's his choice. That's what got him here, and that may get him out of here, but that's for him to decide how he's going to do it because he understands in Hollywood, right? If you got writers, I'm gonna say this, nephew and NECA, the movie, the series Ghost, right? What is that guy? The guy named who was Ghost?
You talking about Power?
Huh?
You talking about Power?
Oh, what was the movie Power? But yeah, the character was Ghost.
Yeah.
I thought there was a spinoff.
Oh, there are spinoffs, but if you listen to that young man, right, he speaks about that series like I made it. If it wasn't for me, right? They made so much money off of me. I've listened to his interviews. Love everything he did. Great actor. 50 Cent brought stars back. 50 Cent came up with Power. But when you put people in power, they change. And Tyler Perry, I think, believes that he wants to make sure he keep total control of everything, which means he's going to fall short on some things. That's his way of looking at it. But when you get other people involved into your projects, you get too many voices, you get lawsuits, and you get everything else. If the worst thing, I think, if I'm Tyler Perry, the way I see that he's looking at it, if the worst thing y'all gonna do is criticize my movie but go see it, I'll take that. Then sitting here talking about who idea this was, who came up with this here, you owe me, because he's a target. Tyler Perry is a multi-billion-dollar target for, if this movie goes this way, somebody gonna want more money because it was their idea under Tyler Perry, and he some. So maybe he don't want to deal with that. Because he don't like working with other writers. There has to be a reason for that. If he's paying actors, but he want to control all the writing and all the directing, it got to be a reason why he's doing that. He can be a control freak, and like I said, that may work to his. It has worked for him now, but that may be his demise. I don't know. But I'm gonna say this right here, man. If you spending your own money, do you, bro? If we stop watching, you'll change.
I'm with you. There is bad apples like that think they made everything. But to your example, I'll raise you this one. There is a lot of folks that would say that Chris Tucker made the Friday series and he only popped up in one. We all knew who was making it, and we all knew who the product maker was, and the director behind it was. That was Ice Cube. Yeah, but Chris Tucker wanted more money. Anybody will tell you that the first one is what most folks tend to go back to, and to go back to your power example.
But guess what? Because Chris Tucker wasn't gonna get the price that he wanted, Ice Cube made that movie around him. The spinoffs around him. I think it's 2 or 3, right? And Chris Tucker was nowhere involved because Chris Tucker wanted more money.
Exactly. But guess what? That last one is what people look to a lot too, because he did bring and incorporate new faces and stuff like that. Just like if we are going back to what 50 Cent is doing, he's doing the same thing when you're talking about Raising Kanan. And the Ghost series that he got going off on its last series run is what most folks are starting to come around to and saying that is really, really good. I'm just saying, as far as with examples.
No, but see what I'm saying though, the money is gonna fall off somewhere. With Ice Cube situation, Chris Tucker, Tyler Perry, the money is gonna fall off somewhere. The budget is the budget. Either you give it to your production or you're giving it to your actors and distribution, right? The budget is the budget. You got $3 million or $4 million or $20 million for this movie. Tyler Perry still has a budget, but the budget is his money. You work a little bit different when it's your money. You treat that a little bit more different. You cut corners where you can, but he don't cut corners with his people. So we saying, okay, well, we happy you paying people. So we saying we want you to not cut your people, keep paying them. We want you to pay the writers to come in and help you write, right? Then they're gonna want part of the money. So you're not gonna get the money back from the movie that you usually get. You're not gonna get 100%. And we don't care how you get your money. We hope you get your money on the back end. But if you don't, at least we got a good product. And maybe we'll go see it. I don't know if I play. I don't like them odds. Tyler Perry, keep doing what you're doing, bro. You'll figure it out. Because again, it's my money. Anything else, nephew?
Nah. That's the end of entertainment news. That is all I had to.
Because MD, again, if you pay Chris Tucker the $20 million or the $15 million that he want for the to be in the movie, right? And they gave you a budget of $100 million, and Chris Tucker already ate up 20% of it. There's not enough money for everybody else. Because Chris Tucker's making $20 million, everybody else going to want to get paid more money. So you got to bring in actors that would take less. The budget is the budget. Either y'all want the actors to get paid and you get poor production, or you're going to get great production and actors and actresses get paid less. I'm just saying, y'all, it is not much you're going to be able to do, right? $100 million, $50 million, or $20 million, or $1 million, it's still what it is. Ice Cube and these guys and Spike Lee was able to make cheap movies in the beginning because they brought new people on board. Yeah. They paid them $3,000 or $4,000. But then people say, well, you know, you made millions off this here. We didn't know it was going to make millions in the beginning, right? So rightfully so, I put up all my money and I made you a star. Now go take that and go do something with it. That man don't owe you no more money after that because you was nobody before Friday.
So if there was a sequel, should they be paid more?
They can demand more. But if my budget don't allow you to come back for more money, I got to get somebody else. Because if I'm bringing you back, you're not guaranteed to bring in the audience. I got to make sure that for me in business, you got to make a profit. Nobody makes movies to not make a profit. It's good for Chris Tucker to get his 20 million. That's fine. But okay, Chris Tucker get 20 million and you know that they're paying him big money, right? You making 500,000. You gonna be cool with that? Everybody gonna want their pay up because anybody got huh?
If I'm you, yeah.
Okay.
Have to be. Like,
okay, so let me say this. When
if he's bringing in new actors the first movie, and on the second movie you're trying to get those same actors, but your first movie did really well, you should pay them a little bit more, right?
You should pay them more, but I'm gonna say this: you can't pay some guys after they become a hit on your series or your show or your movie what the market is going to pay them.
Okay.
This is why you see, even with the Chicago Bulls with Michael Jordan, the Lakers and everybody else, at some point they break up because the salaries are too high. Okay. The owners are trillionaires, billionaires, but once the salaries get too high because they are who they are, somebody got to go. We're going to keep our best star and maybe one, but the rest of them got to go because why? We can't continue to pay these high salaries. That's just business. Budget is budget. That's why they have a salary cap. And then you have to pay luxury tax if you go over salary cap. You got to think about it. If this billionaire is paying over the salary cap and y'all don't win at all, I lost money. Don't nobody care about that part though. Don't nobody care about I lost money because we didn't win it all. I lost money. I lost money on my TV deals. I didn't get the money I was supposed to get, but you got paid. That's cool. On my end, when I'm funding everything, I'm not happy about that. So as a business person, if it's your money, you're going to think about that differently. If you're paying millions of dollars and you're a billionaire and you're not going to get your money back, you're going to go ahead and pay everybody so you can make sure everybody get paid and you may not get your money back. You cool with that?
I guess it's a high risk, high reward.
But are you cool with that without you not getting your money back, but everybody else get paid? The answer is either yes or no.
Okay, that's what accountants are for, right?
Again, when your accountant say you may not make your money back, this don't look like a good deal. Are you doing it? Yes or no?
If the first one was successful.
So you're gonna go. So you'll take the loss.
Possibly.
Okay, I wouldn't. Because again, if it doesn't, I would do this here if I'm in business. And this is what a lot of people do. They tell you they give you the back end. If the movie grosses this, you can get this here or you get points. I'll do that. But I got to make my money. Money is not guaranteed. This is what they tell basketball players and football players. I know you love this team, but if your value is $200 million for the next 2 years, right? And the team that you're on is going to only offer you 150, go get your $200 million.
Yeah.
Right? Because your market value is only going to be what it's going to be at that time. You can get hurt next year. You see what I'm saying? So go get that money. And with Chris Tucker and everybody else, once you have done a Friday road and then he went to go do Rush Hour, Friday was not something he should have been doing anyway.
I don't know about that.
No, if because of the money they was giving Ice Cube,
they wouldn't have asked him to do Rush Hour if they didn't see his body of work. And
yeah, but okay, so you think that movie Friday for what he was what he did that he wanted to go back and be a crackhead?
He wasn't a crackhead.
Well, you know, smoking.
Yeah, but that was just the saying. He didn't do crack.
But what I'm saying, Chris Tucker, if you listen to, I think I heard on one of his interviews, you know, Q wasn't paying enough money, and I didn't want to go back. I didn't want to go backwards. I wanted to move forward because you got to look at what he's doing. I'm building my Hollywood career.
But Joe,
right?
I'm not speaking to Chris Tucker's point. He is fair to do whatever it is that he feels like as far as roles. He has came out verbatim and said he would have if he was written in a different way. All I'm talking about is from the director's point when we're talking about TP or a Ice Cube. You say you wouldn't do it again if you don't know if it's going to reap you any benefits. I would say both of them have plenty of examples where they already seen how it reaped them benefits and they have repeated and lather rinsed. You know what I mean? Like they have examples where they've done that to where they seen how something went and then the next one either doubled or it at least matched what they already put out. Like I said, we already have examples from that from both of them where it doesn't take a no-brainer to say if you're going to either match or double what you've already had. I can go back to many of the Madea films where he's done that plenty of times. Like I said with
But
Ice Cube,
Madea, but
did
here's the
that
thing
with
about
already
Madea films, though.
already done yet.
But here's the thing about the Madea films, right? Madea people already know what they're getting paid. Tyler Perry already got that in control. He's writing it, so his budget is
That's
his
my point.
budget.
Hold on, exactly. That's my point.
But with but with Ice Cube situation is different. Because Ice Cube, I think he got a smaller budget the first time. He got a bigger budget the second time, but Chris Tucker wanted more money and he wanted his role to be written different. Here we go again. Now I got to change what I want because you want something different. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm changing this is what I was talking about before. When people come in and you get more people in, they want to change things that's going to be better for them. That may not be what you want to do.
And
you see what I'm saying? You start to lose creative control.
But you're right. But as a director, that's when you make your own decisions on that. Like I said, I'm not blaming
what you're doing.
I'm not blaming Chris Tucker on that at all. But if I'm going down the line for other stuff, Friday after next and Friday after, stuff like that, they wasn't as highly received as the first Friday. And
that's true.
We have to know why that is. You know what I mean? Not to take anything away from him, because Chris he played his part. He played his part greatly. You know what I mean? To however he's going to choose to do it, I got you all day. You'll not get a debate from that on me. You got to weigh your interests out if you have a budget. You're absolutely right. But I'm not going to act as if TP doesn't set his own budgets. And that's what I was saying. That speaks more to his freedom. I don't think he's going into it saying it's an unlimited budget. I think he's saying, yo, I have a certain amount I'm going to put into this. But
and I want to make it back. And I want to pay people well.
Yeah, but he also has the freedom to dictate that.
Yes,
Ice Cube has a significant amount of less control than a TP.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying to that.
But TP situation is, but with TP, that's why I made the distinguishing thing about Ice Cube and any other actors, they were greenlighted. Tyler Perry greenlights himself with his budget, his money, his storylines, his people. He gets total control. May not be the best, but the man understands what has made him successful. Like I said, in the long run, that may be his downfall, or it may be why he's still in business because he understands the numbers of what he does and he keeps his people happy. And here's one thing I say about any actors or actresses, right? Any movie that Tyler Perry does, guess who's coming? The people coming to TP because everybody says he pays well. So he's always going to be able to pull people in no matter what the storyline is because he pays better than anybody, right? So he's going to win regardless of what we say because we're going to go, we want to see our black actors and actresses working, so we go see their movies. Even the storyline may not be what we think they should be. Again, I get what everybody's saying. I think it's a legitimate disagreement there. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But man, listen, Type P, keep doing your thing. If it ain't working for you, you may want to change. But as long as it's working for your bottom line and you're paying your people, man, do what you do. You're gonna get the criticism. You're not gonna make everybody happy. All right, guys. Anything else, nephew?
No. We've been done. We've been done.
All right, y'all. All right, it's 55 minutes after the hour. You guys locked into your favorite eating ride. That was entertainment news, and boy, did we get entertaining with that.
We talked a little bit too much about him.
Well, I guess because I'm passionate about, having our heroes, taken for granted. I think he's one of the people out there that's doing it the right way and paying folks. So anyway, I'm not going to get into more on that. But I want to get into the show today. The title of the show today, of course, on a hump day with NECA and Nephew in the building, and you guys around the world, hit the like button. Let's get into it. Why didn't he marry you? And one of my friends, we was talking, and she's highly upset. Maybe she's watching the show right now, but she's highly upset that her boyfriend she dated for I think 2.5, maybe 3 years. He didn't marry her. When they broke up, about a year, I want to say a year later, she see he's married to the female that he broke up with her for. and she's highly upset that he's upset. Tokidoki Ohio gozaimasu. Who's talking there? I don't know what you mean when you say who's talking there. Talking where? But I've heard this before. Why he didn't marry me? I want you guys to comment of, why do men marry the other woman, but he was with you for a long time and he didn't marry you? Nephew, Neka, why do you think a guy would be with you, but never married you, got with somebody else, and he married them right away?
I do not know what goes on in the minds of men,
Uh-huh.
and I don't wish to know.
Nephew, your thoughts?
Yeah, repeat the question one more time. I was busy.
Okay, so the question is, a friend of mine, we got, she was talking to me, and she's highly upset that the boyfriend that she was with for about, I think, 2 years, maybe 3, but I know for sure for 2, that he got with this new girl that he broke up with her for, and he married her within a year, and he did marry her. The topic of the day is, one of the topics of the day is, why didn't he marry you? So why do men do that, nephew, you think?
Shoot. Do you want me to really give it up, or should I just?
Yeah, no. This is Joe Locke Show. I really want women to understand why you didn't get the ring.
Oh, you weren't worth it. You probably brought in too much that didn't match as much as I was putting out, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I had to weigh my options. It's like, no, I can't. Not with her. She's not going to really appreciate it like someone else would. So yeah, I think it go back to if you worth it or not.
I understand that. But
go ahead. Put the mic. You can make sure you're talking to
yeah,
the mic.
the way I look at it is maybe she was a placeholder, and he knew from the get-go that it wasn't going to be her, and then he found somebody right after. But for the woman, that's a sign, and that's a good sign that just wasn't for you, and move on.
I'm gonna say this because I've heard women love to use the word placeholder. As a man, most men do not have a woman as a placeholder, right? If I'm with you and I'm with you for a period of time, it's a couple of things. I'm comfortable with you and I like you a lot, right? I'm not holding you for a placeholder so they find somebody else. Most men are not. Now you have some dogs out there that does that, but I'm saying for the average good guy, right? That is not his play, right? See, ladies, I'm not gonna let y'all get off that easy today. It's not that. Just like y'all sometimes stay with a man hoping that he's gonna change.
I do not.
Okay. Sometimes men stay with you hoping that you gonna change. They stay in their relationship hoping that, whatever it is, that you're going to change who you are. I'm talking about good guys. I ain't talking about the players. I ain't talking about nobody that was using you, but I'm talking about the guy that, you saw and he was a good dude. He wasn't messing around on you, but he actually didn't marry you. He married somebody else. And he married them quicker than when he was with you. That dude was in a relationship because he really wanted probably to marry you. That dude 9 times out of 10 was waiting or hinting or saying things to you that you needed, or he was wanting you to change, or was something he didn't like. Just like y'all women do with a man, right? You give him opportunities, you give him chances. Ladies, let me tell y'all a little secret. Good men give good women chances too. But sometimes, just like y'all get tired of us and you move on, guess what? Sometimes men get tired and they move on. And what they was looking for when they get to the next person, guess what happens? They decide to be with that person. It ain't always that a man goes in with bad intentions, right? And don't want to marry you. I'm gonna tell you, it ain't a lot of dudes out there that be with a woman for 2 or 3 years just for them to hold a placemat. For the most part, dudes don't. We're not built like that. No, we want to get married. Don't want to get married. If I don't want to get married, I'm not marrying the next woman either. But if I went out and married another woman faster than I married you, that means you didn't change something for me. If I'm that good dude, it's something that I saw in you. I'm like, I just can't do it. I can't pull the trigger. It was something about you that I didn't like. And 9 times out of 10, the man that had that conversation with you, the exact same way, ladies, that y'all do with men. That's a good man. But for whatever reason, he didn't do what you needed him to do, and you move on because he didn't do it. You wanted him, but he just couldn't get it done. Sometimes, ladies, y'all ass are in the same predicament, but what y'all like to say to us men is, oh, you use me as a placeholder. No, ma'am, not with a good dude. A good dude don't placehold you. Sometimes, like a man don't listen. Sometimes, ladies, you don't listen. You're not hearing what he's saying. If you know you got a good man and he's saying, hey, whatever that may be, hey, whatever he's saying, and you're not trying to fix that, at some point, just like y'all ladies tell me, right? Or tell men, I turn off. I know it's done. I'm just waiting for my right time to leave. Guess what? Men, good men, do the same thing. And let me say this. Good men don't have placeholders. Good men have potential wives. Good men, if they're in a relationship with you, they want to marry you. Sometimes you are the reason they don't marry you. Hard for some of y'all to hear. But if you had a good man and he wasn't cheating on you, it was something that he said, and you know exactly. The ones that listen to the show that's going to be mad at me right now, Necka and nephew, that's getting mad about it, you know that man told you something. You know that man said something to you a few times, and your ass didn't listen. And then when he got with a woman, you saying, well, she did. And and this is how y'all know that you know what I'm talking about. You can say that, I guess she did such and such. I wasn't doing that. Guaranteed. How many times have I said it? How many times have you heard to say it? Well, she must do everything he wants because I wasn't finna do all of that.
Hey, Joe, hold on. Somebody in the comments said, did he communicate the changes that was expected? Ah, that's crazy. Hey,
I said a good man.
Hold on. Even if he didn't, it's not like that liberty is given to the other end. You see it, and then you move accordingly.
Man, listen. Go ahead. Are you waiting or are you communicating that there are problems? As I said, Erica, the man that wants to marry you, right? The man that's not a placeholder, that's a good man, have said things to you that he don't like. Baby, can you? Baby, what do you think about? Baby, can we do this? Or baby, can you? Whatever that may be. Or baby, I don't like to argue. Or baby, it's not that big of a deal. Or baby, you know what I'm saying? But you are who you are, and you stand steadfast in that. You know what I'm saying? He might say, baby, why are you always talking about people? Or why are you always doing this, baby? If man is saying this to you, and you've been with him for a while, these are telltale signs, ladies. Just like y'all said, we supposed to know, your ass should understand too. The same medicine that you tell us when you got a guy that you like, but he just won't get it done, and you say, I told him, but he wouldn't listen. I had to move on. You go marry another dude yourself just as quickly that does what you want them to do. So how can you have the audacity, the unmitigated gall, to sit there and say that, how can he marry some other woman? She did what you wouldn't do. What he asked you to do for the last year or two. She did it. And it wasn't a fight. It wasn't an argument. They matched. Then what you going to say? Well, he should have married her ass anyway because I wasn't doing it. Well, then don't ask a dumb ass question. He wasn't a bad guy. You wasn't a fit for him because you was not willing to change. Let me say this again. A good guy don't do placeholders.
Joe,
Good. Go ahead, nephew.
I think I will give this. I think there are certain women that demand a question or communication on that end. Only certain ones. But
Okay.
I think that speaks to the level of investment the guy has for her, if that makes sense. Like, I know for a few of my exes, there was no talking on one side only because I didn't think it was worth it. But in the same situation for another woman, I explained everything to the T. And I think certain women do demand a certain level of explanation only because they are worth the risk, if that makes sense. Like,
Yes.
I'm not going to explain nothing to somebody where I feel like I can get another one. They could probably be better. That's completely different if I feel like you're one of a kind and you have shown me other things to where that's true. Now I have to explain to you. I got to make sure I complete my communication with you, because if I don't, I'll lose out on something I'm trying to invest in, versus if I'm trying to meet up with a girl or talk with a girl and we getting along those lines, but I can see flashes and signs that shows me she might not be worth the investment.
Gotcha.
I agree. Because I've never really been the person to ask why didn't he choose me? Because I believe if he wanted to choose me, he will. And if he chose somebody else, that means I wasn't meant for him. He wasn't meant for me. And I need to not soap about it and sit in my room and cry and find somebody who is, because I feel like everybody has soulmates. He could have been just one soulmate and you have like 3 other out there that you need to go find. That maybe he was a lesson and you learned the lesson and apply that to somebody else like he did,
Okay, so Erica say there are men that deal with women. They never intend. I guess. Let me see. Can I pull this up here?
Yeah, that's the case too.
There are men that deal with women.
They never intend to marry, is what she said.
Yeah. I pinned it, so I couldn't. They never intend to marry, but keep them around because of access. Okay, so Erica, that is the guy that I'm talking about. That's a no good guy. That ain't the good guy. Good guys don't keep you around just for access. A good man that loves you don't keep you around just for access. They do not. Good men do not keep good women around just for access.
I think it's crazy because nowadays you really don't know. Because they could pretend to be a good guy. They can pretend all day, every day.
Okay, you're right. People quit. Go ahead, nephew.
No. I said she was going to start something off.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. You can never tell, but you can tell, Nneka. And the reason why I'm gonna say this: consistency with intentions is different than somebody having access. If you got a guy that's been with you for 2 years, is not taking you nowhere, he don't want to be with your ass anyway.
Oh yeah.
I said a good guy. Good guys have a plan. Good guys are doing things that's setting up for the marriage. Good guys have a good guy, a good man is showing you what is going to happen. A good man is getting things in place. So when you get married, you see that we gonna be good. Those are what good men have. What y'all allow, ladies, is bad guys to have access to you, and you want to masquerade them as good guys. That's the problem. Good men don't play games. A good man is going to build a house. A good man is going to put the key in the door. But if your ass ain't worthy of me giving you that key, I'm not. I'm going to ask you to change. I'm going to ask you to do these things. I'm going to talk to you about it. And I'm going to give you time because I love you. But if you don't do what I'm looking for, yes, I'm going to go elsewhere. I'm going to break up with you. I'm going to go spend some time with somebody else. And if this woman is not giving me the headaches that you were giving me, and you was not listening, just like y'all women do men, yes, she would get the ring a hell of a lot quicker than you. The men that y'all give access to, and y'all say they would use a placeholder, you knew he wasn't shit in the beginning. He was not doing nothing. He was trying to get himself together or gave you some excuse that, and you gave him all the room he needed, the rope he needed. Go ahead, Knuckle.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask if the same thing applied for them asking the new woman to marry them so quickly. Like, why do they get the ring faster still?
Because
Like, who knows if that's even gonna last too?
it may not last. Because you got married quickly, it may not last, right? But here's the thing.
Why you shouldn't be sad about that.
Well, I think women feel let down when they see the man that is with them for 2 years and he with her for a year.
Yeah, I'm not let down about that. If he's with her for a year and he already asked her
Mhm.
and they're getting married, I'm gonna be like, okay. And I'm gonna laugh.
But here's the thing: you're 24.
Yeah.
You can bounce back. You can get somebody else,
Okay.
right? When you get in your 40s and your 50s, your pickings become a lot slimmer. You got plenty of time to go out there and make mistakes, be with somebody else. It didn't work out. We spent a year or two together. So you spent 2 years with somebody. You what? 26.
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine if you was 54 and you spent 2 years with somebody. You're 57. You're almost 60. If you're 45, you spend 2 years with somebody. You damn near 50.
I hope not to be dating.
No,
in my
but
40s.
what I'm saying is it changes. You see what I'm saying? The dynamics of it change because I'm still young, I'm vibrant, and I'm beautiful. Of course, I can get somebody that's damn you. I'm good. But beauty fades as you start to get older. You know what I'm saying? Things start to sag a little bit more, right? You start to look older and you start to have doubts about yourself because sometimes you put on a little bit more weight. Sometimes you got wrinkles. Sometimes your hair's falling out, right? You ain't got what you had when you was in your 20s. So now you don't have the luxury of that 2 or 3 years to waste with somebody. That's why women feel so bad because they put their hopes and dreams into that guy and it didn't work out. And I would say to women, right? Was he a good guy or was he a potential guy that didn't have all this stuff together and you was hoping he got his stuff together, but once he got his stuff together, he left your ass? That's a bad decision on you.
Well, I hope
Because when you
that.
get with a guy and you want to get married, good guys, I'm going to say this, most guys that I know that are men are not trying to be in a relationship with a woman they want to marry unless they're in position to get married. Let me say that again to you ladies. Men that look to get married and that are good men, I know that I got to support you. I know my role as a man, what I'm supposed to do. I'm not trying to get in a serious relationship with you unless I know that if I ask for your hand in marriage, right, that I know I can provide and take care of you in some shape, form, or fashion. All that other stuff that y'all say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be honest with you. That shit is pipe dreams. Sometimes it work out, sometimes it don't. But if he ain't got it when you first meet him or within that first year and you stay, you the fool. To me, that's not a good man because after the first year, even when I was dating my ex-wife, she knew my intentions. When I wasn't able to marry her that first year, I told her why I didn't want to get married yet. I said, I have this I want to get taken care of before I marry you. You know what she said? Well, let's get this stuff taken care of. If this is what you did, if this is what's holding it up, I said, yep, this is what's holding it. She said, why you didn't tell me? I said, because I had this before you. It was not your problem. She said, well, if this is all that's holding us up, let's get this taken care of. And she came into her credit, right? And she helped me get some of the stuff off my plate because I told her, I said, if I'm doing this and I got these bills over my head, I can't marry you and take care of you and my stepson at the time, right? I can't. There's not enough money at the end of the day. So she said, we're a team. Let's get this taken care of. I didn't really want it that way, but then I seen a woman that actually understood and seen what I was going through, and she wanted to help. And I knew she wanted to marry me. And so she helped. She did it. I had the money. I found out I had credit. My credit was good enough to get a ring. I bought a ring, I think like for $2,000 or $2,200. Put that on credit. got that ring because I thought I wasn't gonna be able to get a ring for more than about $300. Come to find out, I could get like a $2,000, $3,000 credit. Got a ring for like $2,200. Got her a ring. Got on because she didn't know when I was gonna get married. She just knew it got taken care of. I had somebody come sing, one of my friends to come sing. We went up to Vulcan. Our friends was there, and on Vulcan, up there by Vulcan, I got on one knee. A singer came up and started singing to her. I got on one knee and I proposed. She did. She made that happen because she believed in me. Like I said, real men don't play fucking games. We don't. If I want to marry you and after a year, I know that's what you're looking for because I know as a man, if I'm with you, I know that you're looking for something. I ain't stupid. The guys that sit around for 2 and 3 years, they're not stupid. You allow them to sit around for 2 or 3 years. Those are bad guys because they're not. If they're not saying anything or not coming and having that conversation with you, they don't want to be with you like that for real.
I'm aware of that.
I'm just being honest.
I don't know if people aren't. I don't know if people aren't aware of that.
I guess a lot of people are not.
That's why I choose to be single.
Again, I'm just telling y'all, good men don't have placeholders. Okay?
Yeah.
Good men don't have placeholders. Right? And ladies, you know, at the end of the day, love is love. And me and my ex-wife, we do not talk at all. But y'all would never hear me talk bad about her, but I will talk good about her. And that was one of the things that made me love her at that time more because she believed in me enough to take some of that weight off my shoulders before I asked for her hand in marriage. But you know why she did that? Because she saw I was a good guy. She saw I was out there busting my ass and trying. Things just was not lining up. And she was like, is that all that we got to go do? Let's do this, and this. When I get paid, we're going to do this here. And what you need to do is this, and here. Because at that time, my taxes weren't even up to par. She said, no, we finna go get that done. We went down there, got the taxes done. We got life. I mean, all the stuff that we needed to go do that I wasn't having enough money or I had lost the life insurance policy and all that stuff. She said, we're going to get this done. And then she said, let's restructure how we doing the money, right? And so we started to restructure stuff, right? We had the conversation, but guess what that made me do because I was a good man? Work harder. I wanted to make her proud of me. Every day I got up, every day I busted my ass. If she listens to this, she knows. I busted my ass every day. And I would tell anybody who know when I was married, I would tell them every single freaking day, I'm doing this for my family.
So
I knew why I was going outside. Go ahead, nephew.
So you was episode 46 of Martin when you brought out Brandon McKnight and go and propose. That was
yeah. That was me, bro. bro, that was me to the T, dog. Because when I met my second wife, bro, beautiful, I knew I wanted to marry her after we had been together for a while because she was everything that I was looking for in a woman. She worked hard. She had a son that she was out there busting her behind for, and she had been messed around by guys in her life, you know, saying things didn't go well for her, and I knew what I could bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? I knew that, you know, man, this is what she need. I saw what needed to be filled, and she was in love, and she liked me. Come to find out she was in love with me, right? So at that point, I knew what I had to go do. And damn it, I went and did it, right? And this is why I would tell anybody, when you love a woman, you love a man, God opened doors for you, the universe opened doors for you, and you will find a way within that first year or two to get things done, or you will have that conversation so you can get married. Because men have pride. Men don't tell their problems. But most men, well, I'm going to say all good men that with a woman they want to marry, their intentions is to marry you. Now, sometimes circumstances don't allow them to, but good men are not damn placeholders. We don't hold places. I ain't got time for that. I can keep my money for myself. Why the hell am I going to be with you and put up with the stuff that I'm putting up with just to hold a place for you to have access so I can get sex? I can get sex for free. Guys that are no good, guys that don't want to marry your ass, those are placeholders. Don't put good men and bad men in the same sentence, ladies. You have bad guys. You made a bad choice. That guy didn't give a damn about you anyway. That's why you didn't get the ring. But if you had a good guy and he married somebody else, that's different. Because the bad guy that you had 9 times out of 10, he probably didn't marry nobody else either. The good guy went out and married somebody else. Everybody keep asking who is the guest. She's not a guest. NECA.
I am
She's part of the family.
She's part of the family, y'all. She's actually the producer on the Keisha and Joe show, and she's gonna be joining the Joe Lockett show from time to time. So if you guys want to see her,
hello, y'all.
here she is. You can look at Facebook, and is that camera on you?
Oh, hey guys.
That's NECA. She's 24 years old. She's working with the Joe Lockett show, Lockett in Media Production right now. She's part of the family.
I don't know if you ever noticed my necklace. I had this on before.
The Lockett?
Yeah. I had this before I met you, though.
You did. And now you're locked in. So that is NECA. She's part of the family. She works alongside with nephew on producing our shows. And like I said, she'll be coming on to the Joe Lockett show from time to time as a host. Everybody saying hello, nice to meet you. Aquawan says, I agree with you. A man knows and will keep a good woman. Yes. So Erica says hello.
Hello, Erica. How are you?
Yeah, so that's her name is NECA. Okay. It's spell your name.
It's N-N-E-K-A.
N-N-E-K. See, I would have spelled it wrong.
Yeah.
It's
Nigerian.
N-N-E-K-A, NECA.
Yeah.
And what's your last name?
Onwuka.
Onwuka.
Yeah. That's O-N-W-U-K-A. Y'all can look me up. I have an Instagram. It's Icon Wuka. I made that up myself. But
Is
yeah,
that-
it's Nigerian, if anybody was wondering.
So are you Nigerian?
Yeah.
Your
My
mom and dad
parents-
both?
Yeah, both of my parents are immigrants. So I'm in here now.
Hey, tell me how to say I love you in what's your language?
Igbo?
Igbo. Tell me how to say I love you because I knew language I need to learn.
I think I have to go back to Lagos to tell you that.
Okay.
I
But
can
next,
tell
I want to
you-
learn how to say I love you in Igbo.
Okay. I'll come back with you.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, but because I say a lot of different languages, right?
Yeah.
And I try to learn.
I love you.
Yeah, so I want to learn how to say this. Be something
I
I.
should know this.
You should,
It's just not coming. It's too many people.
but you should as much as your mom and dad and said it to you in Igbo.
Yeah. Oh, they don't say it in Igbo. I mean,
They said it to you before in Igbo though,
they're the type of parents that you have to train to tell them to say that.
but they speak it fluently, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that is NECA, y'all. She's was born in America, but her parents were originally from
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Yeah.
And you plan on going back to the motherland one of these days?
When I graduate, I will go back and live there for at least a year
Mm.
so I can get in touch with my people. Because America,
We your people. The hell?
I understand that. Yes, you guys are my people.
Never
But,
you
you know,
hear? Get in touch with my people.
it's two sides.
I'm with her.
You know,
Dude, wish I was
It's-
over
it's-
there.
I've been there a few times. I've been back to Nigeria, and the last time I went was 2019. Woo, I needed that. It felt like a whole soul cleanse, a
Uh-huh.
whole aura cleanse. You know, I was at total peace. My whole body was at peace, and I've really never felt that before.
Mm-hmm.
So I know, like, I've been growing a lot. So yeah, I know that's the place right there. So I need to.
Okay,
Get
so
home.
when I went to when I went to Africa, right? People ate with their hands. Do they eat with their hands in
Oh, yeah,
Nigeria?
fufu.
Yeah, yeah.
My dad eats that every night.
Yeah, they eat with they don't eat with because they say you get the pure taste with the food when you eat with your hands.
Okay, I didn't know that. Some people.
Well,
eat it
that's
with
what I
their
was told
fork.
when I went. Well, yeah, when I went, yeah.
Yeah, there's fufu eaten with hands, but like if you're eating rice, you eat utensils.
Yeah, when I went to Africa, they ate with the hands.
Oh,
Yeah, they was sick.
yeah, we only eat fufu with our hands.
And what's fufu?
Fufu is like a vegetable soup that
Okay.
you make with pounded yam. So you take the fufu with your hands. I'm sure a lot of people know about it. It's been popular.
You gonna
Take
bring
the-
me some one day?
Once I learn how to make it,
Tell your mama to make us some.
I will. She makes it
Yeah.
all the time. I told you that's the only thing my dad eats.
That's all?
That's all.
Just fufu?
Sometimes some avocados, but
Really?
yeah, he's
Tell
one of
your
those-
mama to make me some fufu.
I got you, Joe.
Fufu me.
I got you, Joe. I got
Okay.
you.
All right. Mama, if you listen to the show, I want some fufu me.
She's not.
Okay.
I'll let her know. I'll let her know.
All right, guys. So that's NECA. You guys are locked into your favorite evening edition riders 28 minutes after the hour. Is anything before I move on with the topics? Because let me see here. The show is a lot more pretty, right? They're saying you're pretty. Nephew said this.
Thanks, guys. Oh, thanks, nephew.
Finally, I got to know who's talking. NECA. That's unique. Yes. Okay, so everybody just basically saying hello there. Fufu. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to get some fufu, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if I've ever seen any fufu.
The reviews are mixed,
Okay,
so it really depends.
tell your mom make
You're a
mine
healthy
spicy.
guy.
Huh?
Oh, it is spicy.
Yeah, yeah. Tell your mom I might want spicy. I
Oh,
want
you
some.
want it spicy?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Tell mom I want some spicy fufu, and then I'm gonna eat it on the show.
Okay, so the way we make it is like the healthier way. We use oats instead of yam.
Okay.
Do you care about that?
I'm healthy, so I'm cool.
Okay, yeah. I'll
Yeah.
let you know.
Okay.
'Cause I can make the oats myself, but
Okay.
the soup I'll bring home.
Okay. Okay. Gonna let mom make that soup.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate that.
However it's supposed to come.
So do I got to
Yes,
eat it with
got
my
you, nephew.
hands? Do I got to eat it with my hands?
Yes.
Okay.
That's how you do it.
This is gonna sound a little off, but like with the fufu part, you dip it into the soup, right?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to chew it.
Say what?
You're not supposed to chew.
I just swallow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to learn to do
It's
that.
nicknamed Swallow too.
It's what?
It's nicknamed Swallow.
It's nicknamed Swallow.
Yeah. Because
You've got to be
supposed to do it.
swallowed.
So I'm gonna get some spicy fufu, and I'm gonna.
Have you ever been swallowed, Joe?
And I'm thinking of
Have you ever been
swallowed.
You're
Okay, so
nasty.
the Joe Lockett Show is cultured now, even more. We have NECA. She has joined the Joe Lockett Show, where she's joined Lockett in Media, and she will be producing. She helps produce the Keith and Joe Show every Wednesday. And like I said, she'll be coming probably from time to time to hang out with us here on the Joe Lockett Show. We appreciate you.
Sure.
We're glad to have you.
Thank you. It was a little loud in here, but
Of course, it's
Alright.
different. This is different than the Keith and Joe Show. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not the reserved guy that you see
I
sitting
scream
there.
my brains out, but it's all right. I'll get used to it.
Okay, so moving on, y'all. It is 26 minutes after. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. You got a chance to meet the beautiful NECA. She's here with us. So here's the other thing I want to talk about on the show today. And I thought I had plugged up my phone, but there we go. Now it's plugged in. Okay, so the other thing I want to talk about before we get out of here, y'all, at the bottom of the hour. Why do people treat other people bad? It took me a very long time, America. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, YouTube, NECA, Denise, Tokidoki, Erica, Shar, and Rachel. It took me a long time to know this, to understand why do people treat people bad. Someone says they like my little clear glasses. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Terry. This one here took, and I think a lot of people still, some of y'all may disagree with me, but it has taken me a minute to understand why people in my life close to me have treated me a certain way. Because, you know, you would say somebody treat you bad, you would say they don't like you, right? Or they jealous of you, right? So let me ask you, NECA, when someone treats you bad, what's the first thought that comes to your mind? I'm gonna say somebody that looks like you. Let's say any other ethnicity, somebody that looks like you. Why do you think they treat you bad?
Okay, yeah. I love this topic because I'm realizing that people do treat you as a mirror of themselves. So if someone comes up and they look like me and they treat me bad, I just realize that that's what people have treated them because
they're
projecting.
Yes.
I've gotten the worst of the projections and I've had to learn how to block that off and realize that. So I love this topic because I don't think a lot of people realize that they're projecting when they're doing it too.
And we're going to go into projecting. Nephew, your thoughts on this?
I echo it. Yeah, I think it is a level of projection that folks do that. I think it's also a level of envy. A lot of folks different types of qualities and traits that they feel work better for them, and they'll portray jealousy. You know what I mean? Like 100%. I think is a huge factor with projection, but a lot of folks are envious. A lot of folks are jealous hearted, and a lot of folks, if it's not someone completely tied into them, will kind of harness that jealousy or that envy side if they see it from someone that either they don't know or they feel like they either have. You know what I mean? Like I've seen a lot of folks, especially you can talk about high school level, but even in the workplace, If you feel like somebody is getting a promotion or a certain position, or if you feel like somebody, even in your interactions in day-to-day life, you see somebody
Mhm.
with a good relationship, a positive one, or you know what I mean, a healthy family, there's gonna be
Mhm.
something in the back of your mind like, God, Lee, why it either happened to them, or it ain't all that. It got to be something else to it. You're going to start projecting certain type of traits off of the fact that you want it yourself.
Okay, I totally agree with that. Let me read some of y'all comments before I go into my diatribe here. I've experienced this in the workplace by other black women, says Erica. MD say he agrees on TikTok. Nate Dogg says, who's in the studio with you today is NECA. I don't know where you were, sir, but we have shown her and all that other good stuff.
You a
So
little late.
they're
Yeah, he
dishing
late.
out
He
the
late.
treatment that they're willingly accepted from others. They won't tell you, but their main factor is jealousy. MD comes back again and says, people are often jealous of you because God's favor follows you and you prosper at everything. Okay, so I think everybody is right. And I'm not going to disagree with you. I just have a different way of talking about it today. NECA nephew, this is my thought about people. And I do believe in the projection part. But the one thing I can say is happy people don't project negativity, right?
Mm-hmm.
A happy person can be jealous of you, but a happy person don't project negativity, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm happy, but I've seen some stuff with some of my friends like, God damn, I wish that was me. Or I'm happy for you, but damn, because I made up my own word. I call it joppy. It's called jealous happy. That's my own word I made up. Because I'm happy for you, but damn, I wish it was me. Or when my time gonna come. I'm happy as hell for you, but I got a little. I want that. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I think a lot of times when you have people in your life, or people like Erica said, a lot of black women experiences at work, we call it jealousy, right? I believe there is jealousy from people. But I think when I look at my life and I see people that I think are jealous, I say to myself that they feel unfortunate that it's not them, it was me. And so I buy into where they are, right? When they say certain things, I talk to you, right? Because of my new position. I don't make you feel bad about my new position. I don't throw my new position in your face. And I can tell you 99% of the time that anybody that I felt that was jealous of me, that didn't think I deserved a position, by day 2 or day 3, we were okay. Because I didn't make them feel any kind of way. And then as they got to know me, they started to understand, okay, why they put him here. See, I'm going to show you why I'm this good. But while I'm showing you, guess what I'm finna do, NECA? I'm finna help you get here too. Because what I'm gonna tell you is, if when we come in and everybody got this attitude, my thing is everybody needs to get promoted.
Okay, so you're talking about in the workplace. What about in personal lives?
In personal lives,
Because
okay.
people can be jealous of you and not. Or
So you talking
they're
about friends or family? Let's get specific.
Your friends can be jealous of you and treat you bad because of what you did. Okay, let's say you have 2 people.
Sure.
Y'all meet at the same place. You're almost exactly alike, and then somebody changes.
Okay.
And the other person can be jealous of them,
Mhm.
but instead of trying to change, do the same work themselves, they're just
Mhm.
going to continue to be jealous. And that one friend who did change, let's say she tries to advise the other friend on what
Mhm.
she can do,
Mhm.
but she still won't listen. And
Mhm.
like, they're just going to cause more envy for the other friend who changed.
Right. So here's the
So at that point, like, yeah, do you like just leave her alone?
Well, here's what you realize is,
Yeah.
she was never your friend.
True.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was never your friend. A friend is never jealous of you. Okay. My friends have never been jealous of me. My friends are the first ones to bust down my door, blow up my text messages, blow up my phone. You saw my friends.
Yeah.
None of them have ever been jealous of me, of my success. When I'm on national TV, when I'm getting awards, no one has ever been jealous of me. Like I said, they're blowing up my text messages. They don't, boy, boy, go ahead, do that thing. Those are my friends. If you got somebody, go ahead, nephew.
I'm with you 100%. Friends won't be jealous of each other, at least not a true friend.
Mhm.
But I think there are people that are friendly, and y'all may get to a certain position or a certain place where it seems like y'all on the same level. And as
Mhm.
soon as someone either presents or is shown to be on a different one, if that's a level that the other one wanted to be on, there's going to be a level of jealousy that will get played out. I think there is a lot of folks, not just in the workplace, but
Mhm.
your family lives, and who you decide to associate with, that will see a person like NECA or see a person like Joe and say they have something that I don't think they deserve. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Or I don't think fits them.
Mhm.
Yeah, cool that you got it, but because I don't feel like we're on the same level, or I don't
Mhm.
feel like even you being this type of inviting, oh hey, I'm gonna show you why I was in for the position, I'm gonna show you why there's nothing new or nothing different. I think for some folks that's a backhanded compliment in a way, and I think
Mhm.
for some folks they'll be even more off put that you're inviting it in this way, because these dynamics have changed to where you feel like you have to do that. And for that person, they might not feel like the dynamic should have ever changed. You know what I mean? They
Mhm.
might not feel like you were the person worth things changing. And a
Mhm.
lot of folks do not like that at all. Like, I'm with you all day. If I got up to a different position or another place in life and I tried to invite someone else in, I was met with the, man, get on, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that. That's just you. That's
Mhm.
whatever, bro. Or even in my family circles or who I chose to associate with. Now you're
Mhm.
100% all day. Who you choose to associate with is, you have to then start to look at how you try to move in the circles you be
Mhm.
around. But for like stuff like family, family are almost the most jealous hearted whenever it's with somebody else in the family. You can't always relate to them that I have a great relationship with my girl, and without being it looked at as you either a simp or you some bootlicker, or you know what I mean, or we do certain type of things that are positive. Oh man, get on, bro. That's not even that, y'all got the money for it. It's not that it's realistic, it's that it has to be something else to make it seem like y'all dynamics didn't really change, if that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying there. And what you said makes sense. And I'm going to piggyback on what you're saying because Ashar says they're saying her saying is keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I can
Right.
speak from my personal experience as a friend, right? If nephew succeeds in a space that I didn't, and he brings me in, it is my job to make sure that because I'm his friend, I work harder than everybody else. Let me say this again. He made it before I did, right? And if he's my true friend, what my true friend gonna do? When there's an opportunity within his power to get me up, guess what he's gonna do? He's gonna get me up because that's my friend. See, friends don't have to have communication, America. Friends don't need to have that talk because true friends know exactly what the hell to do when it comes to being a friend. You support. Everybody time may not be the right time, but once you get in position to make decisions, you open the door for who? Your friends. How do you think companies are ran? How do you think things are passed down? Right? They open the door for who? Friends and family. Why do you think we always get left out in the Black community? Because we don't open up the doors. Because I don't want you to be on the same level as me.
It's the crab in a barrel.
Yeah. So you
Terrible.
find out who your real friends are,
Yeah.
right? Because you find out that the person that you thought was a friend that been there for you through tough times, they were there with you because it was tough times and they can relate to you. Your true friends are those friends, number one, but your true friends are the ones that see you excel. Even if they don't move 1 inch, they still cheering you on at every morsel of what you're doing. You become a millionaire and they're only making $50,000, but they're still your best friend. They're not asking for nothing because they're so happy for you. And you bring them in when you can. But sometimes what your friend may be doing may not be something that you want to do. There's no opportunities for you, but you love them because they're your friend. I don't need what you got. I don't have to have it, but I'm your friend. See, friends don't have conversations, America. Right? You know. When my boy get me a job or get me something, he don't need to worry when I come to work. I'm going to show up on time every single day. Not because he's the supervisor, because I want everybody to know that this is why he hired me, because he know I'm going to do the damn job. Yeah, I'm his friend, but I would never give another person the opportunity to say, you got this job because you're a friend and you ain't worth shit. No, I'm going to work harder than you. I'm going to show up before you, and I'm going to stay late. Why am I doing it? Number one, that's who I am. But number two, I'm doing it because that's my friend.
Exactly.
I have to perform better than everybody else because you're my friend. See, some of y'all know good ass folks. Y'all think because you got a friend, you got a free ride.
Yeah, and they go in there and start slacking.
You slack.
Nope.
Because your friend ain't going to write you up. Your friend may not fire you. And then when your friend have to fire you, you be saying, I can't believe he or she did that to me. How can you have done that to me when you have put them in a position to have to do that? True friends, let me say this to you guys, never put you in an uncompromising position to have to do anything detrimental for you to save their position. True friends never do that.
Sure. I mean, I'm in a point in my life where I thought I had true friends, but they were just because they were in my life for a long time doesn't make them true friends.
Say that loud for the people in the back.
Just because they're in your life for a long time doesn't make them true friends.
No, this means somebody's in your life for a long time.
If you want to live a life of growth, you're gonna grow. And if the people around you are not growing with you, then they are not inspired by you. They're not inspired by your growth. Like, why are they still in your life? What are they inspired by? you know?
One thing I had to learn was I never wanted to be the smartest person in the room. Okay. And some people love to be the smartest person amongst, you like to be the prince among the commonaires, right? And so you like to be able to lead in the pack and giving out breadcrumbs. You like being, you know what I'm saying? You like that. And so you get those backstabbers, right? You get those people that see you, but they get tired of getting your crumbs, and then there's a chatter that starts about you, right? But that's the position that you put yourself in. I hang around winners. All my friends are entrepreneurs. All my friends are building careers.
Right.
We don't have time for handouts. My friends are calling me when they see an opportunity. My friends say, hey, oh, Joe Lockett, my friend, let me give him a call. Hey, Joe, blah, 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 blah. That's how I got nephew from a friend. Nephew said he wanted to get in radio, right? The friend said, I know somebody. Gave me a call. Nephew didn't have to do an interview. He walked right into my studio. We had a conversation. He was my intern, right? That's what friends do. Yeah. That's true friends. The reason why we're talking about this, right? Because the people that you call your friends, the people that do bad things to you, the people that lie to you, they were never your friends. If you look at anybody that have ever hurt you or ever lied to you that you considered a friend, let me say this to you. 9 times out of 10, they're broke and their life is broken. If a person has done you wrong, right? You're not the first and you won't be the last. That person that in your life that did you wrong, they have talked to you about other people that have done the wrong in some shape, form, or fashion. You just happen to became to be your turn now. Good folks don't start shit. Good friends, you don't have problem with. You would not have problem with your good. You may disagree, but you still can go have a drink afterwards. You still can go eat dinner.
Yeah.
It's not going to get to the point where I'm going to do something to hurt you or be mad at you or I'm going to talk behind your back. If I got something to say about you, nigga, I'm going to say it to your face. If I said something about you to somebody else, you can't say, yep, I said that. And I'll tell you why. But you're not going to hear me say anything to somebody else about you before I said it to you. Because I'm your friend. My friends would know. I would tell you this, and this. If I said it to somebody, your ass already know that how I feel about this. I never talk about my friends to other people, and I would not allow my friends to talk about other people about our friends to me.
That's the way it should be. Yeah.
See, nobody can come talk to me about Nneka. I don't want to hear that.
I hate gossip too.
Are you gonna have this conversation with her?
Exactly.
Right? Because you're talking about somebody that I done put into my family now. So now, okay, if you want to have that conversation, try to tell me something bad about her, cool. I ain't got a problem. Nneka, three-way. Hey, Nneka, such and such is standing in front of me, and this is what he or she is saying. I don't know this. You know me. I'm gonna say I don't know this MF. Yeah. Right? I don't know this person. So what's up, baby girl? Here you go, sir. You know, that's me. Because I don't like shit. I don't play the fiddle with nobody. I'm too old to be playing the fiddle, right? We straightforward to what we do. Either we on or we off, right? You tell the truth or you don't tell the truth. Either we ride or we don't ride. It's good with me either way. Like, and this is what I want to tell people. God bless bad people too. Can I say that? Can people say that? Because I can tell people saying, well, God bless only good folks. That's a damn lie. God bless everybody.
Can you explain?
God is going to take care of his people. Just because good things happen to you don't mean good things ain't gonna happen to the person that did something bad to you. Good shit gonna happen to them too. They got good stuff going on in their life. Yeah. If that person woke up the next morning, God then blessed them. So stop telling folks God ain't gonna bless you because of how you are and what you do. That's BS. That's a lie.
Oh, I don't believe in that.
No, but I'm saying people will say at the end of the day, well, you being blessed and they're not being blessed. Nope. You asked for something different than what they asked for. Okay? You worked at what you asked for. The other person didn't. The other person wanted to ride on your church tails and was hoping that they would get it by happenstance. You worked for it. You got it. That's the only difference. But if they asked for it and they wronged you, God's still going to bless them. That's the way it works. If you actually you put the work in, you're going to get what you asked for. Why do you think there's some evil people out there rich as hell? You know what I'm saying? Doing good. God blesses everybody. God don't pick and choose. Now, how he deal with you at the end of the day may be completely different. But blessings, if you wake up every single day, your ass got the same blessing that I got. If you're healthy just like I'm healthy, you got the same. Your financial status is not because God bless you more. No, you worked at it. The other person didn't. They did a different route. But when they go do whatever they need to go do, God is blessing them to their capabilities and their marketability and their skill set. See, what I had to learn was, people in my family used to always tell me, God ain't going to bless you for the way you treat me.
That's crazy.
Right? I've heard it so many times. God ain't going to bless you for the way you treat me, but you don't see the way you treat me, but he continues to bless you. Let me say that again, right? People tell you, God ain't going to bless you for the way you treat me, but he continues to bless you the way you treat me. You don't treat me right. Right? But he blesses you. MD, you can say Satan. We don't know who's blessing, whether it's Satan or God. We just know they're being blessed. I don't know where somebody's blessings come from. I don't know. Right? If you can tell me you know how somebody's blessings come, please tell me. Because I don't know how people's blessings come. I don't know if it's come from the devil. I don't know if it comes from God. I don't. I don't know what their rituals are. I don't know what they pray to at the end of the day. So for me, I say, God blesses everybody. Now, if you're down there praying to the devil and that's how you get your blessing, so be it. I don't know nothing about that, right? But in my mind, and for the Christian folks that say they pray to God and they still doing you wrong, you still get your blessings, right? So I'm going to say all day long for me, right? I don't look at the people that did me wrong or how they do me. I understand one thing is what Neka and nephew and a lot of you have said, right? The person that's coming at me or jealous of me or envious of me or whatever you of me is, right? Whatever that is of me you have, it really has nothing to do with me. You are hurt. Somebody did that to you. You couldn't do nothing about it, or you did nothing about it. So now when you get in position to do it to somebody else, that's what you do.
Yeah, a lot of people don't go through the healing process anymore. And that's a stage that's missing, because when they say that hurt people, I
Very true.
I believe that. So it's really up to that individual to heal from the hurt that they did so they don't repeat the cycle.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of unbroken cycles.
Well, all of us on this show today, wherever you're watching us from, you're broken. All of us on this show today have hurt somebody, right? All of us have done somebody wrong. All of us has made mistakes, and didn't God bless you during those times? When you did something wrong to somebody, didn't God bless you?
I think I'm an angel, but yeah.
Okay, but what I'm saying is whenever you did something that messed up to somebody you knew was wrong, you still got your blessings, didn't you?
I believe in karma too. So,
karma
yeah,
can happen, but you still got your blessings.
The blessings came, yeah.
Yeah, there's a price to pay for everything. You reap what you sow, but you still got your blessings. My point to everybody is blessings don't stop because somebody did something wrong to you, for you nor for them. God is a forgiving God, right? So stop worrying about what somebody else is being blessed with or what they're not going to be blessed with. I tell my brother, I tell myself this all the time, and I tell my daughters, focus on your paper. This is what I need to be working on. This right here. What's in front of me? Long as I take care of this right here, what God got going on in your life ain't none of my damn business. It's not. What went bad in your life, what went good in your life, if I ain't got nothing good to say, I need to shut the hell up. I don't need to try to justify why you got your job. If me and you was going for the same position they gave us you, guess what? They saw something in you that they didn't see in me. I can't be mad because they didn't get it to me. If I don't like that company, right, I need to leave. I can give you the 12 best years of my life, and you gave it to somebody who came in 5 years and I had 10, and you gave it to somebody else. I may not like it. But guess what? I got choices now. I got too long to be put in here. I'm not going to listen to this young person listen to this young person tell me something. I'm not going to train her. I'm not going to tell her anything. That's your prerogative. But me, I'm going to tell you everything I know, baby girl. They gave you the job. Whatever knowledge I have to help you succeed, and you black or you white, I want you to succeed. In this competition, you won. I didn't do something right, or I just wasn't the right person. Because this is one thing, I'm going to say this before we get out of here. This is one thing I had to learn. God has never made a mistake about giving me my blessings. God never gave me a blessing that I did not deserve. Let me say this again. God never gave me a blessing I never deserved. When somebody else gets something that I thought I deserved, I understand that was not my blessing. That was yours. See, I don't know what you've been through. I just know what I saw, that you've been here for 5 years and I've been here for 10. But I don't know what you've been through. What God gave you every time for me, the blessing that I did not get, guess what, Neka? Guess what, nephew? He gave me something bigger. The blessing that I wanted, that was for you. 1,000%. God don't make mistakes unto the person he blessed those gifts with. He never make a mistake. I had to learn that. I learned it in radio. And one of my biggest things, I wanted daytime radio, and it was taken away from me. I went back to my weekend thing, and I became bigger on my weekend show and got on international shows and national shows because of my weekend show. And that guy that did, he's doing his thing, but he didn't become big as I was. It wasn't my time. My time in that position was to get an audience to see me and know me. But it wasn't my position to still be there, because the guy that's there right now, he's still on radio today, one of my dearest friends. He's still in radio today.
Sorry,
but he's not me. Go ahead, nephew.
Sorry to give a pause to it. This has been a church Wednesday night service with Pastor Joe Osteen.
Amen. Hallelujah.
And with NECA, but we're gonna have to go ahead to get a close on this.
Oh, we're gonna close all the way around, nephew. We're gonna close this thing on out there.
Oh, bet. Go for it.
All right, guys. So this is the and Tokidoki said arrogance. Of course, I'm very arrogant, Tokidoki. Arigato gozaimasu. All right, y'all. We about to get ready to get up. And NECA, I want to thank you for hanging out with us today. You know, you did the show with us this morning. Thank you for coming on. Of course, you're always welcome to come in on the show at any time. Nephew, thank you for hanging in. I know you're not feeling well. Get better soon, my friend. Y'all, you know how we feel about you, right? What does all that mean? It means your boy Joe Lockett, NECA, Denise, and nephew. That means we love you. Y'all have a good night. See you guys tomorrow.
Bye, y'all.